this is called Radiant Nectar, and the brand is called Clean Beauty Collective, or at least that's what it says on their website now. So I do really like these Clean Reserve bottles. They have wood tops, I think, typically, so they kind of have a natural look, and I feel like for the most part this brand, they tend to do somewhat more natural type smelling, often a little bit lighter type scents. So yeah, I would say this fits in that category to some degree, and I believe they use cleaner ingredients. I think that's why they're called clean. So anyway, as you can see, the color of the writing is like a kind of pinky orange, so that's what I went with. Also, I feel like the scent just has that kind of, it's like a warm, yeah, nectar-y kind of color. So anyway, this is the only shirt I have that is kind of in that range. And then I've also got these earrings, which I feel like are pretty good for matching the vibe of this fragrance, because they're kind of like natural, and they got these like orangey guava colored flowers. I'm also chewing gum, but I'll keep it to a minimal. But it's orange. It's an orange gum. It's like a trident tropical fruit or something. I didn't do that on purpose. I just thought you should know that the gum is the right color too. Okay, so let me grab a piece of paper to spray this on. So we've got our Angel's deck today. Okay, this is a very cute little angel. Trying to get my chair in a better position. So I'm gonna give this a spray. Okay, perfect. I like the atomizer. I was able to get like a smaller spray out, which is nice. And already, yeah. So this is a very like musky, ambery, fruity kind of scent. It's so nice. It's kind of gives me the vibe of like pears, like the fruit pears dripping in honey as the summer sun is going down. I don't know, that's just what came to mind. But I know that this has a pear note, which you definitely can get coming through. It's like a musky, ambery, honeyed pear. It's really pleasant. I feel like this is the sort of scent that a lot of people would probably like. So I'm going to go ahead and read you the main accords that we have listed on Fragrantica.com. Okay, so first we have musky, powdery, fruity, sweet, amber, aquatic, floral, white floral, woody. So I'm definitely getting the musky, powdery, fruity, sweet, amber. The other accords I'm not getting so much. Like, I'm not really sure what the aquatic accord is coming from. Yeah, so I'm basically getting, like I said, musky, kind of cozy, warm, ambery pear, and there might be some other fruits in here, but that's the only one I remember is pear. Okay, I'm looking at the notes. I am correct, it's actually just pear. So I'll go ahead and go over the notes next. So we have two top notes. notes for this, and they are pear and ambret. Ambret is also known as musk mallow, and it's a plant-based musk. I think that most musks are not actually animal-derived these days, but they used to be, and some of them still smell a little bit more animalic, whereas the ambret note I think is really supposed to smell a little more, not animalic really. So anyway, I'm definitely getting the pear note, and I'm definitely getting musk. For our middle notes, we've got 3 middle notes, and they are tobacco blossom, carrot seeds, and orris. Excuse me. So tobacco blossom is a white floral, but I don't know what it smells like. I'm not really sure if it smells at all tobacco-y. Fresh tobacco smells really nice. I don't like the smell once it's burned, but I don't know if it smells at all like fresh tobacco. So I can't really speak to that. Carrot seeds. I feel like I get just something a little carrot seedy, like I actually have carrot seed essential oil, so I actually know what it smells like. It's earthy, it smells a touch carroty, it kind of smells as well a little bit like orris, orris is the root of the lilac plant. So I feel like the carrot seeds and the orris always go really nicely together because they're kind of earthy, powdery, grounded smell. So I definitely feel like I'm getting some combo of the carrot seed and the orris. Okay, and lastly, for our base notes, we've got 3 base notes, and they are musk, ambroxan, and white cedar extract. So again, I'm getting the musk. I'm definitely getting a lot of ambroxan. I'm assuming that's what's giving this such a like ambery vibe. And then white cedar extract. I feel like I'm getting a little bit of that vibe as well. I feel like the only thing that would make the notes make more sense is if there was like a honey note or something a little bit sweeter, because obviously we've got the pear and perhaps tobacco blossom is a little sweet, but I feel like this is fairly sweet, and it's called Radiant Nectar, so I feel like it kind of deserves like one more note, like honey or brown sugar or something a little sweet, but yeah, it's really nice. So yeah, I pretty much can kind of get all of those notes, to be honest, or they make sense at least. I'm gonna show the votes to see what other people say they smell most. They say they get the pear, the musk, then the ambret, which is the other musk, then the ambroxan, also musky, then the tobacco blossom, cedar, carrot seed, and orris. Yeah, so definitely a pear forward fragrance, and I really like pear in fragrances. I'm actually planning at some point to do a pear collection video, all my fragrances that have a note of pear, which I do have at least a few. Yeah, so really nice. So I will go over some statistics and other info around this, but first I wanted to just touch on the other fragrances that I have in my collection that are from Clean Beauty Collective. So first one is called Clean Skin. There's also a Clean Reserve Skin, so it would be in one of these type of bottles with a wood cap, but I just have the classic Clean Skin one. They're very similar smelling, but this one's a little bit more simple, a little bit more aquatic, whereas the Clean Reserve Skin, that one is a little bit more, like I think it has a leather note and like a salt note, so it's maybe just a little bit more earthy or something like that, I would say. through as aquatic to me, lightly aquatic, like a warm, slightly floral, musky aquatic. It's got some fruit notes, like I think cantaloupe and like a waterberry or something, something synthetic. And then it's got obviously a bunch of musk. It's got, I think it's got some aquatic florals, like maybe water lily or lotus or something. But basically, it's just like a musky aquatic floral, but very, very light. Very much a skin scent, so clean skin. And then, I also have another from the Clean Classic line. This one's called Clean Cashmere. This one, it's really nice. This one's powdery, slightly aromatic, musky, and it's got like some touches of, it's got like some herbal touches, some woody touches, some citrus touches, so it definitely has a kind of natural smell, but also comes through very clean and laundry-esque. It has a lavender note, musk, lime, cedar, bergamot. So yeah, powdery, musky, very clean, kind of cool tone, because I would say the lavender gives it kind of a cool tone. So yeah, that is Clean Cashmere. And then I also have this one, which is, I think, a flanker. Like, I think this one was first, and then came this one, which is Clean Warm Cashmere. So they're similar-ish, but this one is definitely warmer. Like, this one does have a cool, chilly kind of tone to it, and this one definitely comes through a little bit warmer. So this one also is kind of musky, powdery, woody, citrus. It's got some citrus. It's got iris, musk, cedar, vetiver. It's also got black currant, which I think kind of warms it up and makes it just a little bit fruitier. So I've heard that this has been compared to Bal d'Afrique by Byredo. Obviously a much cheaper version. I mean, I'm not saying this is a dupe, but people on Fragrantica seem to say it's pretty close in terms of how it smells. So yeah, I would say pretty unisex. Yeah, pretty unisex. So that is Clean Warm Cashmere. I think this might be discontinued. I don't know, honestly, both of these might be discontinued, but you could definitely find them on eBay or sites like that. Okay, so let's finish up by just going over some other info on Radiant Nectar. So, this fragrance has an overall rating of 3.86 out of 5 with 1,090 votes. Honestly, I thought it was going to be rated on more than that. Like, I feel like this is a pretty well-known fragrance, but it's only been out since 2020, so maybe that's why it hasn't been rated on more times. But 3.86, that's a pretty decent rating. So I think people tend to like it decently. I would say this is to me, this is a summer and fall sort of scent profile, although Fragrantica users are saying it's more of a spring and summer. But to me, I totally get summer and fall because it's got a very ambery, dripping honey ambery sort of vibe to it, and so that makes me think of fall. It just feels a little bit too ripe to be spring for me, if you know what I mean. A little too warm for spring. But that's just my opinion. Okay, some other information. This is being rated as like right in the middle for longevity. I remember when I wore this last that I think it was pretty decent, especially when you spray on your clothes. a skin scent. And then for gender, people are saying that it's feminine, but kind of a little unisex. I